Hello. If you want to have this kind of display on your web app, that I have a div which is 50% on top of one div and 50% on top of the other div, so it looks like it is floating around here. As you can see, I go up and down and it's following. I can go down and take another screen. Here you can see, and it's like kind of 3D. You have to work with JavaScript and with CSS, and I will show you the source code. I go to the source, and the first thing you have to do is you have to set up your CSS. And I have a div called OverlayDIV. First thing is you have to put your position to absolute, as I have here. The next thing is you have to calculate your width. And here it's very important you use percentages, because then it will adjust to responsive, meaning on mobile devices. Height, this one you adjust how you need it. I put the background color to transparent and the written color to black, then you can see it. The rest is pretty straightforward until we come to the box shadow. Here you have the box shadow and the transition. This will give you a very nice shadow and a 3D look. Then we come down to the actual div. It's down here. And I have put the div between two divs. So this one, I wanted to be half on top of this and half on top of this. So I have it here, as you can see. So the first thing I do is I put the class to OverlayDIV, as you can see. Then I want to have an icon, which is a money icon in this case, and I want to have a space between the icon and the amount. And here I'm using the translation module I programmed in PHP. There's another video for this. And then I have 1.3 euros. If you do this, plus the JavaScript. The JavaScript is down here. Sorry, up here. And that is the JavaScript on load the window. Load the window will calculate the position of the overlay div. So the first one is this, and that is the top div where 50% of the overlay div has to be. So I get the ID of that, and I get the ID of the overlay div. The reason why it looks so strange is because I'm using the class name definition to get the ID. I don't use the actual ID. The next thing is that I want to get the position of the top div. Yes? Well, actually not the position, but the height, because the height is the X position of the overlay div. So I get the height here, and that is the bottom position of the first div plus the amount of px's I have scrolled down. I know this is very, very complicated, but that is the only way to calculate the bottom X and Y position. The next thing is that you have to calculate the Y position of the overlay div. And that you do by taking the text area div, the top div, and deduct 10 px's. In this case 10, because the height of the overlay div is 20. So it has to be 50%, yes? And you put that to the top div coordinate, and that is X, right? To get the overlay 3D transformation, you need those two values, okay? If you want to have this source code because it's extremely complicated, you just let me know. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.